Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Jake from TodaysiPhone.com. Nux. Lumos. The new Harry Potter movie comes out on Thursday, and if you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit excited. Lumos Maxima! And here's what's going on this week. Now, the first thing I want to tell you guys about is JailbreakMe.com. Now, if you remember last week, we also talked about JailbreakMe.com, but that was a leaked beta version that was floating around on the web and it wasn't really working too well. Well, this week, Comex, the developer behind JailbreakMe, released the 3.0 version of the software, and it works on a much wider variety of devices. Basically, if you're running 4.3.3, you're good. It works on some other variations too, like 4.2.8 for Verizon iPhones, but you can check out the post on Today's iPhone with full details. But the main point is that JailbreakMe 3.0 is out now, and it is super easy to jailbreak your device. All you have to do is go to JailbreakMe.com on whatever gadget you're trying to jailbreak, and then click the button to download just like in the App Store, and within seconds, Cydia will be installed on your device, and it will be jailbroken. Now keep in mind that jailbreaking does void your warranty, and there's always a risk of bricking your device. I said brick, not break, by the way. But I think the general consensus is that this right now is working, so if you're one to jailbreak, you can check out the post on TodaysiPhone.com with full details and then jailbreak away. This is intended for informational purposes only, and Today's iPhone does not accept any responsibility or liability if something goes wrong when you jailbreak your device. Like I said, jailbreaking can void your Apple warranty or brick your device, so proceed at your own risk. Ha! Now you won't get in trouble! But if anybody out there has tested this jailbreak method out on their iPad 2 or iPhone 4 or any other iOS device, I would love to know how it's working for you, so definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, moving right along, I really want to tell you guys about this awesome iPhone 5 concept floating around the web this week. Now, the designs are by a guy named Guilherme Chasepian. Wow, I'm sorry about that. These things look amazing. They come in white and black, feature a 4-inch screen, front-facing HD FaceTime camera, an 8-megapixel camera, a redesigned antenna system. It's thinner at just 0.28 inches thick, and these sensors on the front of the white version are invisible as opposed to now where there's a little black oval rectangle thing. Now keep in mind that this is just a concept from an outsider, so there's not a guarantee that this is what we're going to see from Apple at all with the iPhone 5. But can I just say, I really, really hope it is? I mean, this thing is slick. It looks amazing. It keeps the iconic minimalism design of the iPhone, but it brings all of the features that users are wanting with the bigger screen and the better camera and thinner, and it's just awesome, and I want one. And if I had to bet on it, I'd say that this concept is more or less pretty close to what we actually will see with the iPhone 5. But then again, you never know. Alright, next, in iPad rumors, according to a report coming out of This Is My Next, when the iPhone 5 launches in September, it's going to be accompanied on stage by the iPad HD. Now, unlike many of the iPad rumors out there, this is not the iPad 3 that's supposed to be coming out in September. Instead, you can think of this as a sort of iPad 2 Pro. It's going to have a screen resolution of 2048 by 1536, which is double that of the current iPad 2, and it's going to launch with some professional video or photo editing software to run on the device. Obviously, this would be geared towards the filmmakers and photographers to use out in the field, and, you know, pair the HD screen with the professional software, and this could be a big hit. It's not unheard of for Apple to release a higher-end version of the same device halfway through its life cycle, so I wouldn't be entirely surprised if we see this. Now, if a gadget like this does make its debut, would this be something that you'd be interested in, or are you going to stick with your iPad 2, or wait for the iPad 3 to come out next year? Personally, my bank account is still recovering from buying an iPad 2, so I'm going to be sticking with that device for a while, but I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in this, so let me know your opinion in the comment section down below. Alright, and I want to finish up today's video with a couple iPhone 5 rumors. Shocker! Alright, now the first one is a report coming out of 9to5Mac, and they claim that there is actually a leaked photograph of the iPhone 5 floating around the web. Now, the picture in question shows what is unmistakably an iPhone, and it's running on China Mobile's 3G network. Now, this is interesting because, as of right now, China Mobile doesn't carry an iPhone. Now, in addition to that, there's a couple other interesting things about this phone. One of them being that it's running baseband software with a version of 06.10.01, and that software hasn't actually come out yet. Also, it appears to be missing its International Mobile Equipment Identity Number, IMEI, and this is a common occurrence for evaluation devices. So there do seem to be a few things that legitimize this photograph, but at the same time, I'm kind of skeptical. Firstly, because up until now, most of the rumors surrounding an iPhone on China Mobile said that it would come next year and run on China Mobile's 4G network. This phone is clearly running on a 3G network, so either the rumors about 4G were incorrect, or this is simply an iPhone 4 running on China Mobile's network. And I gotta say, from the picture, it does very much resemble an iPhone 4. You can just see the volume buttons on the side, the screen size looks about the same as what is currently available, and it doesn't really look any thinner or anything, but that's kind of hard to tell from the picture. So it's really anyone's guess as to what this picture is actually showing. I mean, I would say that this is maybe just an iPhone 4 running on China Mobile's 3G network. But of course, with iPhone rumors, there's always the fabulous possibility that it is a complete lie. Alright, and finally, this week analyst Xing Yin went on record as saying that we could see an iPhone on the Sprint network sometime around Christmas. Now, his reasoning behind this claim is that with Verizon killing off their unlimited data plan in favor of tiered data, Sprint's Simply Everything plan, which includes unlimited data, voice, and text for $69 a month, would be hugely popular with iPhone customers. And as an added bonus, Sprint has had the largest 4G network up and running for a while now, which could kind of help segue Apple into the 4G cell phone market. Personally, I would love to see an iPhone on Sprint. It'd be great for customers to be able to get their hands on the iPhone, and it'd definitely keep up competition in the US. And you know, with Verizon having it, AT&T having it, and AT&T possibly merging with T-Mobile, Sprint would be the only kid on the playground without an iPhone, and we wouldn't want that. Alright, well that's all the big news for this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, the links to all of these stores I talked about in this video are in the description down below. And if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can let me know on Twitter at TIPJake. I love to hear from you guys, and I try to answer everybody that tweets me, so if you got something to say, the best place to do it is there. On a personal note, I just want to let you guys know that this video, which will go live on July 10th, marks the end of my first full year making videos for TodaysiPhone.com. I've had a lot of fun doing this, I've learned a lot of stuff, and some of you guys at least seem to be liking the videos that I'm putting out. My videos in the beginning were pretty awful, so if you've been watching since then, thank you for sticking with it. I hope I've improved, and I hope to be saying this again this time next year. And as always, don't forget to check out TodaysiPhone.com for more news, views, and reviews.